Hello, second grade. It is Miss Blaney here with this week's Fundations. I know you are so excited, so I hope you will stay, I hope you will work with me, and I hope you learn something new. Let's get started by reviewing some of our sound cards. Let's do some digraph sounds. We haven't done those in a while. I'll give you a chance and then I'll say it. CH, chin, ch. SH, ship, sh. WH, whistle, wah. We know WH is always at the beginning of words. You won't find that at the end. CK, sock, k. We always see this at the end of words, not the beginning. Every once in a while, you might find it in the middle. Last one. TH, thumb, th. Very good. Last week, we started talking about open syllables. And we know when a word part has an open syllable, that means the vowel is not closed, which means the vowel says its name. Let's talk about these sounds. Okay? I'll say it and then you can say it. These are the long vowel sounds. A, acorn, A. E, me, E. I, hi, I. O, no, O. U, pupil, U. A pupil is a fancy word for a student. A pupil can also be the tiny black spot of your eye is called the pupil. U, flew, oo. The reason U has two is because sometimes U says its whole name, like in pupil, but sometimes it gets cut short, like in flew. It just says oo. And last thing, we know that Y can sometimes act like a vowel. When it is a short, one-syllable word, the Y is going to say I, like in the word cry. But if it's more than one syllable, the Y is going to say E, like in baby. So Y can act like an I or an E in words. All right, let's learn some more, guys. Here we go. Okay, second grade, let's get started by reading words that have more than one part, and some of those parts can be different. So we know parts that we've learned are closed syllable, open syllable, and our bossy E syllable. So let's take a look at some words and try to figure out how to mark them up, how to separate the scoops, and how to read the words. This word, I may mistake at first as the word unit, but I know unit is not a word. So I know that it must be unit. The reason U says its name is because in its scoop or part, it's open, which means U's gonna say its long name. U. The second part is knit. Knit, the I is closed in. So the I just says I. You knit. A C for closed. Let's see you try this one. This word is relish. Relish. Let's look at the first part, rel. There's one vowel closed in by the L. So it says eh. Rel. Let's look at the next part. The I is closed in by the SH. Ish. Rel. Ish. In this word, both parts are closed. Let's see you try this one. It's a little different. Very good. Beside. B, the E is open, which means it says its name. B, side. Look, we have a bossy E that tells I to say its name, and then it has no more power. B, side. Try this one. Program. Let's look at the first part, pro. The O is not closed in, it's open, which makes O say its name. Pr is a blend. Pro. Now let's look at gram. Gr is a blend. Am is a glued sound, we know. The A is closed in by the letter M. All right, see how you do on this one. Some people may separate it here and say me, new. Me, new is not a word. So let's try it a different way. Let's separate it this way. Men, you. Menu. Let's look at men. There's an E. It's closed in by the N. So it says eh. Men. U is open. So U says its name. Menu. Good job. Yes. Bingo. The I is closed in by the letter N. Go. The O is open. It says its name. Bingo. Way to go. You try this one. Remote. Re. The E is open. So it says its name. Remote has a bossy E. Bossy E makes O say its name. And then it loses its power. Remote. All right, just a few more. Some people may want to separate it right here, and it would be the word basic. Basic is not a word, so let's separate it a different way. Try it this way. Good. The A would be open, and it says its name. Basic is closed. The I says I. Basic. Basic. And last one, you try to read this one. Right. Top. Ick. Topic. Top, the O's closed in. It says ah. Ick, the I's closed in. It says I. Top-ick. Way to go reading words with more than one part and words that have different kinds of parts. Let's keep going. Now I want you to grab your journal or a piece of paper or just something to write on and with for our word of the day cards. We have 2 this week. I'm going to go ahead and open up to the next clean page. And let's go ahead and see if you can read our first word. Remember that Y can act like a vowel. Let's read it first. I see the digraph sh. Is this word she or shy? It's shy. The Y acts like the letter I. Let's write it and mark it up. The word shy only has one part, shy. Y acts like your vowel. Is it closed or open or bossy E? That's right, it's open on the end, which makes Y say I. Shy. Let's write a sentence. You can make up your own sentence or you can write the same one as me. I'm going to do the sentence, the new boy at school was shy. The new
boy at school was shy. Pause this video if you need more time. Let's do our last word for this week. See if you can sound it out. It has two parts. Predict. Predict. Let's write it. Predict means to make a guess about something you think will happen. We like to predict things when we're reading stories. You may hear your teacher say, "What do you predict will happen next?" Let's mark it up. Predict has two parts. Predict. Let's scoop the parts. Look at pre. The E is open on the end, so it says E, pre. Dict, the I is closed. It says I, predict. I see a blend. And purr at the beginning. All right, you can write the same sentence as me or come up with your own. I'm going to write the sentence, we will predict what happens next. We will predict what happens next. Pause this video if you need more time. Way to go, Dalmatians. Okay, second grade, let's review all our trick words we've learned so far this second grade year. I'll give you a chance to say it and then I'll say it. Here we go. Shall. Full, pull. Both. Talk, walk. Done. Goes. Pretty. Again. Please. Animal. Sure. Use, used. Against. New, no. Always. Often. Once. Only. House. Move. Place. Right. This right is like your right hand, or you got the problem right. Together. 8. Large. Change. City. Every. Family. Way to go, second grade. Okay, friends, grab your dry erase or a notebook or just some paper and let's do some dictation today. I'm going to start with some sounds. Let's see if you can write the letters that make these sounds. Write the letters that glue together and make the sound iled, iled, like in the word wild. Very good. I-L-D says iled. Try the letters that go together and say ch, 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 like in the word chip. C-H, good job. And write the letter that can sometimes act like a vowel and make the sound I or E. This letter sometimes acts like a vowel. It can say I or E, usually on the end of words. Yes, that's the letter Y that can sometimes act like a vowel. Let's try some words where I acts like a vowel. Try the word cry. 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 Good. Cr is CR. Y acts like the vowel. Cry. When I mark this word, it makes one scoop. Cry. Since Y is acting like the vowel, is it open or closed? That's right, it's open, which means Y says I. Cry. Okay, let's try another. Let's do the word fly. 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 F-l. And which letter says I? We know I does, but Y is going to be the one that acts like the vowel. Fly. Let's scoop it. Is it opened or closed? The Y is open, which means it says I. Cry, fly. Let's do the word sky. Sky. I. Very good. Let's mark it up. Scoop the word sky. The Y that acts like a vowel is open on the end, so it makes the long I sound. Sky. And let's do the word sly. We talked about this word when we read The Gingerbread Man. The sly fox tried to trick that gingerbread. Sly. Sly. Very good. Let's mark it up. Open or closed? That's right, it's open. The Y is acting like the vowel. It makes the long I sound. Sly. Let's do one more. Try the word why. Why. This one does start with a digraph. W-H. What letter do you think you add to make it say why? It follows this pattern. That's right, it's a Y. Y. Let's scoop it. W-H makes one sound. The Y is open, so it says its long I name. Let's read all our words. Cry, fly, sky, sly, Y. Way to go. Let's do a sentence. Go ahead and make room if you need to. Let's do the sentence. Dad had to pry the lid off the large can. Pause this video and try it yourself. Dad had to pry the lid off the large can. Dad, remember to start with a capital letter. Dad had to pry. Hey, what letter could go there? Hey, we were just talking about Y acting like a vowel. Dad had to pry the lid off the large can. Off, remember it has a bonus F. The large is one of our new trick words. We know AR says R, and G can sometimes make that J sound. Dad had to pry the lid off the large can. Don't forget punctuation. Pause this video if you need more time. Awesome job. We are almost finished for the day. Okay, last thing for today, second grade, I want to read one of our passages, and this one is called Adjectives Are Handy. We've talked about adjectives a little bit this year. We know that adjectives are a part of speech. They are words that describe other words. So in my sentence, the sky was blue, what's my adjective? What was the sky? It was blue. That describes the sky. Let's read the passage together and then we'll talk about it. I'll read it first, and then I want you to pause the video and try to read it to yourself again. This will help with your reading and your fluency. Here we go. By second grade, you can read and spell lots of words. We use words all the time to talk and to write. There are all kinds of words. Some words are people, places, or things, like baby, Boston, and bench. Some words are words for things we do, like swim, jump, and cry. We are lucky to have lots of words we can use when we write. Some words are useful when we are trying to describe someone or something. These words are called adjectives. Adjectives are words like funny, silly, ugly, messy, and chunky. These words tell us more about the people, places, and things we talk and write about. With adjectives, we can let others know if our lunch was yummy or yucky. We can tell our friends if our new puppy is skinny or chubby, or if our kitty is black or white. Adjectives come in handy when we want to describe things. Pause this video and you give this reading a try. Now, think about what we just read. What was the topic of this passage? Or what was it mostly about? Adjectives, that's right. It's even in the title. Adjectives. What is an adjective? It's a type of word. Adjectives are words that describe things. Let's look at this first paragraph. This is the intro to our story. It talks about words we read. It talks about the kinds we've learned so far. Do you remember what people, places, and things are? That's a noun. Very good. A noun is a person, a place, or a thing. What about the next part of that sentence? Some words are words for things we do, like swim, jump, and cry. What are those type of words? Good. It's a verb or an action word. Things you do. Things you do. Or action words. Same thing. Okay. Now, in the second paragraph, they start to tell us about our handy adjectives. Okay, and we know that adjectives are words that describe something. So, we read some examples of words that describe things. Could be funny, silly, ugly, messy, chunky. They tell us more about what we're learning about. You might use the adjective yummy when you talk about lunch. You might use the adjective yucky. You might use an adjective skinny to describe something, or chubby. You could even describe the color, like black or white. Adjectives make reading and writing even more interesting by adding in describing words. Way to go, second grade. You have done amazing this week.